Hello, David here from the Online Profits Program, and a very warm welcome to you. Thanks for your time and your interest. Now, this I regularly go over on these 2 minute tips to more. This is going to be a little bit more. I really want to get something across to you that transformed my life, not just my business online and my business offline, but actually the way I looked at my life. And I know I'm getting pretty big, pretty chunked up there, but it's a very big idea, started by a guy, and you may have heard of it, by a guy called Elijah Goldratt, who was looking at the theory of how factories work and how to improve the productivity of factories. And it's called the theory of constraints. And the theory of constraints transformed my life, I can tell you. And it may not do it for you. However, let's get into it. The theory of constraints states that your success is only as good as your weakest link. Okay, your success can only be as good as your weakest link. Now, what that means is that even though you might be wanting more and more success and pushing for more and more success, if it's not happening, then there is a particular point in the process of trying to gain that success that is the weakest link. And until you solve that, you will never be as successful as you want to be. Now, that could be sales, it could be emotionally, it could be physically, it could be mentally. It doesn't matter what it is. So let's just have another look here. So on the left-hand side, this is so imagine that your life were a flow, that your business were a flow, your sales funnel certainly is a flow, the way you think, your whatever it would be. And that if you were 100%, which is the goal and which is the aim, that say 100% of people signed up to your email, 100% of people bought, you were as fit as you could be, as happy as you could be, emotionally self-aware as you could be, that was all 100%. Then you look back and say, well, why isn't it? Why isn't it 100%? And the only reason it won't be is because there's a constraint here. Okay, this is the optimum and this is the constraint. Now, it might be unreasonable to think of 100% of your people signing up, but why not? Why not? Why not 100%? Why not increase your sales by 100%? Now, what's the constraint? And what you've got to do is have a look at these three things, which is what needs to be changed, and there is a skill to this. What needs to be changed, what actions will cause the change, and what should it be changed into. So let's have a look at that. And once you do those, then you unclog this and it becomes more of this. Now, it will be initially that your sales funnel or your life or whatever it is, it's full of these constraints. But the key, ultimately, let me just tell you, if we're honest here, the key is that the ultimate constraint is you. You, your knowledge, your willingness, your ability to do things, your willingness to face fear and overcome obstacles, your willingness to give up your ego, say you don't know, whatever it would be, that ultimately comes down to the ultimate constraint. And of course, I am as guilty of that as anybody else. So, for instance, it might be that I think I know it all, which I don't. I've learnt that throughout my life. I can tell you. Have 3 kids and you'll learn it much very quickly. It may be that I think I know it all and actually that I don't. So the constraint is me, that I don't have the expertise or I'm too ego bound to give it over or whatever it would be. I'm the constraint. I then need to, if we go back to this here, so what needs to be changed? Well, me. What actions? I need to go and get somebody else to do it. I need to get over myself, get rid of my ego. I need to learn something new. What should it be changed into? And then that's the final thing. What should it be changed into? So it might be a squeeze page. It might be that the page, we certainly had this, that the page on the website was loading, taking too long to load. And we were wondering why were we not getting people signing up, and it's actually that the squeeze page was loading. What needs to be changed? We identified what it was, we decided on the actions that need to happen and where we wanted it to be, and then we went about changing it. And this can apply to every part of your life. So if we chunk up, think about this. Think about your life generally. Think about the things that you want to achieve. We've all got things we want to achieve that we haven't. And then think about what's the weakest link. What's the thing, the one thing that you could change? What's the one thing that needs to happen in order to release you into being the person you want to be, having the business that you want to have, and the relationships that you want to have, and this type of thing? What's the one thing? It will be you somewhere. It may be your learning or your expertise or whatever it would be, but it may be a fear of success, fear of failure, whatever it is. So just have a think about it. You might want to research this a little bit more online. So think about today, commit to thinking about where do you want to be in your life generally. I know we're going outside of internet marketing here, but it's all good stuff. Where do you want to be in your life? Why are you not there? Okay, what's causing you to not be there? Because that's the constraint. That is the weakest link. It will be a belief, an idea, some kind of restriction or a lack of expertise or a willingness to admit that you need help, whatever it would be. An unwillingness to, yes, seek help, something that a lot of people suffer with. So that's the thought for the day. That's the 2-minute tip in 6 minutes, which is the theory of constraints will transform how you view your business. Okay, that's what it will do. It will free you up, but you have to do the work. And maybe the constraint is you haven't known how to free yourself yet. So here, what needs to be changed? You haven't known what needs to be changed or that it should be. And I'd encourage you, really, really encourage you to take some time out, think about where you want to be in your life, find the constraints, be brave enough to change them. Be brave enough to decide what it should be changed into, and then begin the process of actually making those changes in your business, in your life, and I guarantee everything will improve. So if you've got any comments, please give them up, whether this is on a blog post or on YouTube or wherever it is. Love to hear your comments. This really did help me, and I hope that helps you. I really hope it does. Have a great day. Take care.